Gavin Christopher Newsom's political journey is deeply tied to California's identity as a progressive stronghold. Born into a family with social and political connections, his upbringing exposed him to both privilege and struggle. His parents divorced when he was young, and his mother raised him and his sister while working multiple jobs. His dyslexia forced him to rely heavily on oral learning and memorization, shaping his communication skills and making him an unusually confident public speaker from a young age. Before stepping into politics, Newsom built his career in business. In 1991, he and his investors, including members of the wealthy Getty family, opened the first Plumpjack wine store in San Francisco. The business grew into the Plumpjack Group, encompassing wineries, restaurants, hotels, and retail stores. This entrepreneurial success not only gave him financial stability but also expanded his network among California's elite, many of whom would later become his political supporters and donors. Newsom's political rise began in 1996 when then-Mayor Willie Brown appointed him to the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. He stood out as a centrist Democrat at the time, focusing on business-friendly policies, urban development, and crime reduction. However, his tenure as mayor of San Francisco, 2004 to 2011, marked his transformation into a national political figure. His decision in February 2004 to allow same-sex marriages, despite the fact that it defied state law at the time, sparked legal battles but also propelled him into the spotlight as a champion for LGBTQ+ rights. This move foreshadowed his future as a bold and unapologetic leader willing to challenge the political status quo. After serving 2 terms as mayor, Newsom became California's lieutenant governor in 2011, a role in which he had less executive power but continued to focus on statewide issues such as higher education reform, economic growth, and environmental policy. His time in this position helped him build a broader political base across California, preparing him for a gubernatorial run. In 2018, Newsom won the governorship by a wide margin, emphasizing themes such as expanding healthcare access, combating climate change, reforming criminal justice, and addressing the state's housing crisis. His leadership was tested during the COVID-19 pandemic, when he implemented some of the strictest lockdown measures in the country. While praised by many for prioritizing public health, these policies also fueled frustration among business owners and conservatives, eventually leading to the 2021 recall election. The recall effort gained national attention, but Newsom survived decisively, securing over 60% of the vote and framing the victory as a rejection of right-wing politics in California. As governor, he has pushed for clean energy mandates, aiming for California to achieve carbon neutrality by 2045. He expanded Medicaid coverage to undocumented residents, invested heavily in wildfire prevention and water infrastructure, and signed legislation strengthening abortion rights following the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Newsom has also been a vocal critic of Republican-led states, often clashing with governors like Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott, framing California as a model for progressive governance. In recent years, Newsom has gained a stronger national profile through high-profile debates, interviews, and policy challenges to Republican states. Many political analysts see him as a possible Democratic presidential candidate, whether in 2028 or sooner if an opportunity arises. His polished speaking style, telegenic appearance, and ability to navigate media narratives have only fueled these speculations. Outside politics, Newsom is known for his family life. He and Jennifer Siebel Newsom, a documentary filmmaker and advocate for gender equality, married in 2008 and have 4 children. Jennifer plays an active role in supporting education and women's rights initiatives in California. Gavin Newsom's career is a blend of political ambition, progressive ideals, and a willingness to take risks that sometimes spark controversy. Whether championing same-sex marriage before it was politically safe, confronting the climate crisis head-on, or taking on national conservative leaders, Newsom has consistently positioned himself as a bold figure in American politics who sees California not just as a state, but as a blueprint for the country's future.